chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. Your spirit knew. It just knew those times you were thinking about leaving, or those times you were thinking about going, or those times you even packed your bags and actually walked out the door, only to return. So many of you, empaths, chosen ones, and genuine souls, get caught up in the cycle of the off and on again with the narcissist. But it's only hindsight's a wonderful thing, and when you look back in retrospect, you can see that your soul, your spirit was calling to leave. It didn't feel right there. Your intuition was kicking in. You knew something was off with this individual. But your love and affection kept you conditioned to not fully embrace it. But this is why the next time this comes around, this is all preparation. Everything you go through life is preparation, right? That's what I believe. I think that possibly we could be better prepared for the next world. It's just a theory that I have. But there's obviously some structure to going on what happens in life, because you're constantly learning lessons. You're told school's the answer and you learn everything in school and you get a job and you live happily ever after, but that's not the case. Alright, you learn a lot in everyday life, everyday dealings. From any position that you are, there's valuable opportunities, diamonds, nuggets of gold, of wisdom to obtain. And you'll know this now when you look at your situation. You can see that you was very uncomfortable in that dynamic. Alright, I don't know if any of you are confused at this moment in time. Put it in the comment section if you are confused or feeling lost without the narcissist. But really, I think you'll have a lot of signs that you can look at in your own life that it just wasn't right. It wasn't meant to work out. No matter what you tried to do, like, it wasn't meant to progress. Like, it was meant to end. And yes, it may have been after those numerous attempts when your soul was calling and screaming out to you to get out of that situation. And it might have even resulted in you going back to them and then plotting revenge and discarding you or something like that. Or maybe you did manage to walk out the door, right? You did manage to go and get gone in the end. But I probably guarantee 99% sure that it was a struggle to get gone from them. And even those of you that were discarded and those of you that have cut the narcissist off, you will both know that it's a huge nuisance to actually really cut loose even after they're gone. Even after you're not talking, they do all sorts of schemes and weird stuff, and they really display all of their inward darkness in those precise moments. And that's what obviously God or the universe knew lurked within them. Knew you've obtained enough knowledge, and it was time to go. Your intuition. So now you will be able to follow your intuition, I believe, a bit more. It's still like mastering a fine art, trying to master your intuition, trying to know, go with those gut feelings, go with your spirit, go with your soul. It's a learning progress, right? But you can at least take a lot of knowledge that you've obtained from this situation. I want you to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of wishing for the magical other, or the magical other that comes after the narcissist that you run into, and then you feed into another narcissist. Because this has happened to many people I've spoken to. They had the belief that they find the magical other, they find someone that resonates with them, they find someone who they get along with, who they can reason with, and really this is a new narcissist just mirroring them in their vulnerable state, mirroring them to meticulous degrees. All right, so it's just vital that you have the discernment. Use your knowledge that you've been given. This is an incredible amount of knowledge. It's a wealth of knowledge that you've been given to uncover this darkness, knowing where it's sourced from, seeing beneath the veil, knowing it's more than a personality disorder, knowing that these are clearly highly dysfunctional beings, very, very dusty weirdos, very deranged. And really, you can tell that your spirit and your soul, when you look back, you'll be able to tell your spirit and your soul just knew there was something off with them. You might have even had things like, I'm not saying like, because some people say stuff like, you know, oh, you get caught in a traffic jam, or your car breaks down, and it's like the universe trying to tell you, like, yeah, synchronicities can come in that way, but a lot of the time you might have just had an ill feeling towards going out that day. Maybe it was your first date and you didn't want to go. Alright, you just didn't want to go, but you still went anyway. Really, it's about tapping into those signs with inside yourself and getting to know yourself and realizing what exactly these gut feelings are and acting on them. Alright, because it will save a lot of havoc, it will save a lot of chaos that ensues in your life. Right? So I know you've got a lot of emotional realms to sort through, a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, but also hyper focusing on those points of awareness, I should say. Like those points of awareness that give you those gut feelings, those indications, the intuition kicking in. Try to decipher it. Try to learn more about each and every day. I know it goes to the back of your mind. Life's hustle and bustle, fast paced. You forget about these things. But each and every now and then, try to remember about your intuition and practice it. Practice it with people at work. Like, are you picking up a vibe that they're talking a load of shit? Like, you know what I mean? Because empaths are good conversers and listen attentively. All right, you listen attentively and you're good at conversing. All right, even if you don't think so, even if you think you don't speak much and you're very quiet, you listen attentively and you'll know how to respond well. And this is what these toxic individuals and narcissists really, you know, try to use against you, is your ability to actually listen wholeheartedly. And that's something you can pick up on with these narcissists. You get gut feelings that they don't listen properly, they don't reciprocate. Like all of these things, if you notice someone not listening, yeah, I know someone could be busy at the time, they could be on their phone or they could be doing something, right? But there's a pattern that you see, and I'm sure they give off enough of smoke signals for you to be able to get out of there. Maybe not these times that you've been involved with them before, right? But now, at least in the future, try. I think there's enough time to where they set off smoke signals about what they are. They do, and it's only if you're like really lonely or craving companionship or things like that get you caught in the bind with these new narcissists. And I know, look, many of you are going to say, Zion, I'm not looking nowhere, but I know from various people's testimonies and just things that I see in the comment section, right, like these narcissists are out there and they're still trying to infiltrate. I think there's a sector of narcissists that prey on the vulnerable especially. Right, and there's other ones that kind of gravitate towards the ones that are glowing bright. I think there's two kinds, or there's more, but it's a theory that I've got, definitely, because there's the ones that gravitate towards you when you're low and you're weak and vulnerable, and then there's ones that gravitate towards you when you're full of light. So I just want you to be wary that even when you regenerate, rejuvenate, heal, when you're glowing again, just be vigilant as well. Never fall back to sleep. Never, never, never fall back to sleep. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the main channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need are in the description box below. If you would like access to over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom video requests, join my membership program at zionmembership.com. Links also in the description box below. There's a 3-day free trial and you can cancel at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organisation or university. Your support truly keeps us going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.